Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to have a slightly different agenda. Today we'll focus on class 11. In previous lectures of class 11, we have gone through the basic accounting terms and accounting concepts. Today we'll try to learn that how can we record the transaction. Recording is the first stage of accounting, and that is what we are going to do today. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel if you're the first time user. And now we start with our today's agenda. Source documents. The very first thing that comes to our mind when we start accounting. Accounting has its roots or its basis in the source accounting. Concept of objectivity or verifiability objective concept. What does it say? It states that every single transaction should have documentary proof of its existence and its validity. So that is what source documents are. They provide the evidence of every possible minutest details relating to a particular transaction. किसी भी ट्रांजैक्शन के लिए जो सबसे जरूरी आधारभूत बेसिक डॉक्यूमेंट होते हैं ये वो हैं. Okay, then they are always maintained with the business. We record the transaction, but we do maintain the list of all these documents systematically, chronologically ordered, serial numbered, filed in a different folder, and for past reference and as a document evidence of all the transactions, they are always maintained with the business. Now, if you see, these are a few examples of those formats which you can think about putting the basic transaction proof or transactional proof of any entry in your accounting books. This is the transaction voucher. See, what does it contain? It contains the name of the firm, its serial number, the date, the amount, the account which is debited and credited, the amount related, and the narration. Narration is the explanation of the transaction or explanation of the happening or the event of the transaction. Narration क्या है? वो पूरा डिटेल समझाया गया जाता है इसमें कि वो ट्रांजैक्शन की पूरी स्टोरी क्या थी, in the minimum possible words, of course. Then who prepares it and who authorizes it, they sign it. Then debit vouchers are the expense vouchers. For all the expenses, this is the voucher that is prepared. Bill aayega, that is okay, fine. But along with that bill, we prepare this document which acts as its proof of the expenditure or the expense transaction. Then comes credit voucher. This is related to incomes. Yes, the same items that are going on, and they contain all the possible details along with the signatures, dates, amount involved, every possible detail. See, that is what the format is. Now, if we talk about a voucher, what should it contain? First thing, it should be on a good quality paper so that it remains for long time. Then name of the firm, date of the transaction, the serial number of the voucher itself, which account is debited or credited, then whatever the amount is involved. After the account, we come to amount. Then it should have a proper description of the transaction, that is specified as narrations. Then the person who prepares it should sign it that yes, he was aware of these details along with his name, and the person who is authorizing the expense. All these people need to do this. Just for your example, I'm just putting up these few pictures of examples of these vouchers. It can be a check, a bill, a paying slip, debit note, credit note, or even a receipt, even a movie ticket, even a train ticket, anything. Now, The first thing that we come to know about accounting is the basic concept. In those basic concepts, we have gone through one concept, that was dual aspect concept, which states that every single transaction has got a twofold impact on the business. That very same concept mathematically can be depicted in form of this accounting equation. What does it show? It depicts the fundamental relationship between owner's equity, that is the capital, liability, and yes, asset. And it should always be balanced. It should always be equal. That means asset should always be equal to the total of liabilities and capital. See, that is what it is. So here's an example. Let's see. If you open a bank account for your business, let's say with rupees 4,80,000, what is happening? Accounting concept of dual aspect क्या कहता है? हर ट्रांजैक्शन के दो असर होते हैं, दो इफेक्ट्स होते हैं, दो इम्पैक्ट्स होते हैं. What are the two impacts here? On one side, your cash at bank is increasing. Cash at bank is increasing. On the other side, cash in hand is decreasing. The cash you had in your hand is now deposited into bank. Bank balance increased, cash balance decreased. This is what is the effect of first transaction that we see. Now see, you purchased a furniture and you paid 60,000 by check immediately. What is happening? One asset, furniture, is increasing. Another asset, bank, is decreasing. Similarly, goods costing rupees 25,000 sold to Rajni Enterprises for rupees 35,000. Now what is happening? Goods costing 25,000 sold. Goods stock reduced by 25,000. Then Rajni Enterprises, they are the debtors here. They are not paying you cash. They are not making you payment. This is your debtor. So your debtor is increasing by 35,000. What happened to the difference? 25,000 की goods आपने 35,000 में बेच दिया, 10,000 का profit. What happened to that? With that, capital will increase because the capital will always be inflated with the income or profit. Is this clear? Because if you started a business with say rupees 10,000 and today you have 12,000 as capital, that means you are in a profit of 2,000. And if you started with 10,000, you are left with 9,000. You are left with 9,000. That 1,000 becomes your loss. So on that basis, this 25,000 goods sold for 35,000, that gives you a 10,000 rupees profit. Clear? Good. Now, another one. Plant machinery of rupees 1,25,000 is purchased and an advance is paid to the vendor from whom you are purchasing. What is happening? Plant machinery and asset is increasing by 1,25,000. Cash is decreasing by 10,000. That means we are still supposed to pay 1,15,000. 1,25,000 रुपए की मशीन है, आपने सिर्फ 10,000 रुपए दिए हैं, 1,15,000 बचे हैं. Clear? What happens to that? That becomes your liability. That becomes your creditor. Clear? So this is what is the effect of the transaction. Take one more. You purchase goods from Sumit Traders for 55,000. What happened? Goods, stock, asset increased. खरीद रहे हैं, बढ़ेगा. But on the other hand, creditors, Sumit Traders, they also increased by 55,000, the same amount. So what is happening? Throughout all the transactions, if we summarize them, we can put up this balance sheet. What is happening? See, in this statement, what you can see here, this liabilities, what is this? This is liability plus capital. Yes, liability plus capital. So what is happening? 1,70,000 rupees total creditors are there, and this becomes your capital. And all the assets you can see are listed over here: cash, bank, debtors, stock, furniture, and plant machinery. And end of the statement, what do we have is the total of the asset side as well as liability side. What is that? It is equal, and that is what is the key. Balance sheet always matches because accounting equation never fails. It has to be equal always. Asset must be equal to capital plus liability. Clear? Now, so far we came to know that every transaction has got two effects. What do we call them? One effect is called debit, another effect is called credit. Clear? दो इफेक्ट्स होते हैं हर ट्रांजैक्शन के, उसमें से एक ट्रांजैक्शन के इफेक्ट को हम डेबिट बोलते हैं, दूसरे को क्रेडिट बोलते हैं. क्लियर? नाउ which one is to be called debit, which one is to be called credit, ये सीखने की बात. Okay, now total amount credited and total amount debited will always be equal. तभी balance sheet will be equal. Now then, debit and credit, what does it indicate? It indicates whether the transactions are recorded on the left hand or the right hand side of the account. What does it mean? Account एक T shape का statement होता है. See that picture here given. It has got a right hand side and left hand side. Clear? We record the transactions depending on their nature or the effect. Clear? Now, it will look like a T-shaped account, and on both the sides we will record the transactions along with their amount, and whatever is going to be the difference between those two sides, the left hand side and the right hand side, वो difference क्या बोला जाएगा? वो difference बोला जाएगा balance. Clear? Now, debit को हम abbreviate करेंगे, short form में लिखेंगे DR dot, and credit word will be denoted as CR dot. Now, with this, I'm putting today's class on hold. अगले क्लास में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन का एक प्रॉपर थॉरो रिवीजन, जिसमें वी विल ट्राई टू टेक अप अ न्यूमेरिकल प्लस जर्नल कैसे बनेगा, रूल ऑफ डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट कैसे अप्लाई होंगे. आज आपको इंट्रोडक्शन दिया गया है. अगले क्लास में वी विल हैव अ गुड डिस्कशन अबाउट हाउ टू अप्लाई दीज रूल्स. ओके, देखिएगा जरूर, because without the next lecture, this lecture's introduction will go waste. आज के इस explained introduction का कोई मतलब नहीं होगा अगर आपने अगला lecture follow नहीं किया. Okay, so be in touch, do revise your books and don't forget to do all this. और अगर कोई confusion हो, इतना सब तरीका है कनेक्ट करने का, कुछ भी करिए, टच में आइए एंड फील फ्री टू राइट योर व्यूज, योर फीडबैक, एवरीथिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर अस. ओके, अगले लेक्चर के लिए रेडी रहिए. वेरी शॉर्टली वी आर कमिंग अप विद दैट. गॉड ब्लेस यू, स्टे हेल्दी.